Imagine waking up in a world where entire cities were built without machines, where temples touched the sky, and calendars predicted eclipses with terrifying precision. Long before Columbus ever crossed the ocean, three civilizations ruled the Americas: the Incas, the Mayas, and the Aztecs. And what they achieved still defies modern logic. Get ready, because what you're about to discover will completely change the way you see ancient history. Everything begins with the Mayas, the masters of time. Deep in the jungles of Central America, in what is now Mexico, Guatemala, and Honduras, they built cities that connected heaven and earth. Places like Tikal and Palenque weren't simple villages. They were centers of power, science, and spirituality. But their most astonishing creation was the Maya calendar, capable of tracking cosmic cycles and predicting celestial events with incredible precision. How could a civilization that lived over 2,000 years ago calculate the movement of the sun, the moon, and even Venus without telescopes? Their pyramids weren't just temples. They were observatories aligned with the solstices and equinoxes. Inside them, priests read the stars, not for superstition, but as a science. For the Mayas, understanding the cosmos meant understanding life itself. Then, something strange happened. At the peak of their power, the Maya cities began to fall silent. Palenque, Copan, Calakmul. One by one, they vanished into the jungle. To this day, no one knows exactly why. Was it war, drought, famine, or something far more mysterious? While the Mayas disappeared, another empire was rising high in the Andes. The Incas, masters of stone and engineering. Imagine building a city nearly 2,500 meters above sea level on sharp mountain peaks, using massive stone blocks cut so perfectly that not even a knife blade can fit between them. That's Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Andes. How did they do it? No one really knows. Some say they used heat and sound vibrations to mold the stones. Others believe they simply had a level of architectural mastery we can barely comprehend today. The Incas also built an incredible network of roads, the Capacñan, stretching over 40,000 kilometers, connecting their empire from Ecuador to Chile. And they did it all, without wheels, without horses, without writing. Instead, they used quipus, cords with knots, to record numbers, tributes, and even stories. It was like an ancient binary code, but what truly set them apart was their social harmony. The Incan Empire ran like a living organism, based on cooperation, reciprocity, and collective effort. No one went hungry. Everyone had a purpose. And all of it revolved around their god of the sun, Inti, the source of life. Meanwhile, further north, a new civilization was rising from the lakes and valleys of Mexico, the Aztecs. Their capital, Tenochtitlan, was unlike anything Europe had ever seen. A floating city built on an island filled with canals, golden temples, and floating gardens. When the Spanish first saw it, they couldn't believe their eyes. It was more organized, cleaner, and more beautiful than most European cities of the time. The Aztecs believed the universe depended on human sacrifice to survive. To them, blood wasn't cruelty. It was energy, a sacred exchange that kept the sun shining and the world alive. But their beliefs went even deeper. They saw time as a cycle, not a line. They believed the world had already been destroyed 4 times, and they were living in the 5th sun, the final age before the end. Could they have known something we don't? When the Spanish arrived, everything changed. What swords and gunpowder didn't destroy, disease and time did. Temples were looted, leaders executed, books burned. But the knowledge, the mystery, and the spirit of these civilizations never died. To this day, archaeologists and historians are still trying to decode what they left behind. How did the Mayas disappear overnight? How did the Incas carve stone like butter? And how did the Aztecs build such an advanced city on a lake? Every ruin, every carving, every forgotten symbol seems to whisper the same thing. They knew more than we think. And maybe, just maybe, the real question isn't how, but where their knowledge came from. Because when you look closely, the astronomical alignments, the perfect geometry, the celestial maps, you can't help but wonder, did they learn this from the gods or from something beyond our world? Time erased their empires, but not their echoes. The Mayas gave us the wisdom of time, the Incas the perfection of stone, and the Aztecs the power of belief. 3 civilizations, 3 legacies, 1 mystery. Who were we before history began? If you made it this far, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because next time we'll dive even deeper into the secrets humanity left behind. And remember, sometimes the past knows more about the future than we do.